Ladies and gentlemen, to the Mr. Casserole Show. Today's special guest today is Kai, right?
Yeah.
Kai. Okay, Kai. And today we're going to be getting more into what she does, what she got going on right now, and her recent projects that she's been working on. Um, I want to go ahead and start off by uh, saying, how about you introduce yourself to the people, let them know what you do, what your name is, where you
Okay.
from.
Alright, well, I go by Kai, but my real name is Kyla. I'm from the Northside of Fort Worth. I moved to Houston to go to college for music production / engineering, so I just graduated. I'm on my way, back down here. I'm pretty much trying to do everything, like, as far as production, writing, being an artist myself, making beats and stuff like that. So that's my goal as far as that, just being out there. If I'm not making beats for myself, making beats for somebody, stuff like that, in somebody's studio, I know how to engineer, stuff like that. So that's my main goal. But what I'm working on now, what I have is a couple singles. There's one single, it's called Welcome to the Dark Side. It's pretty much a darker side of, my brain, what I think, what's going on, around in this world and stuff like that. So that's why I said welcome to the dark side, just listen, maybe people can relate,
Right.
Maybe there's people that are afraid to express their feelings, maybe there's people feeling the same. So that's what that single is about. And then I have another single, 2020 Part 2, just finishing off the rest of that. So I got that.
Alrighty, sounds good. So, can you go more into depth? You said you moved to Houston, right?
Yeah.
And you graduated there.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate more on that?
So, you know, I was, going through a little phase. Everybody got their little phases that they go through to wake them up or tell them, hey, you got to do something or else, So that's what happened with me. So I ended up going to Houston. I went to American Intercontinental University, which is basically audio engineering college school. And like I said, I was looking them up. And that was one that interested me the most. That had more promising way for my career path, which is working out. So I went there. I finished in like 9 months, I believe. I finished in like 9 months. We went through the process from music theory to engineering to we went over interfaces, different DAWs programs, how to use them and stuff like that. The history of music production, how to write music, stuff like that. So we went into that and I earned my certificate. I passed with a B plus, so that's good. And from there, I recently just got my certificate in the mail. And from there, I'm just like I said, trying to get in a studio or be making beats and stuff like that.
Right, trying to put them skills to work.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Definitely, definitely. So you say you're from Northside, correct?
Yes.
Born and raised in Northside.
Born and raised.
Okay. What schools did you go to?
For elementary, I went to Kirkpatrick. Middle school, I went to Kirkpatrick, and then for high school, I went to Northside.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
I played basketball too.
Nice, nice. How's the basketball team?
It was lit when I was there at school. That's the most thing that I missed about high school.
Is basketball.
Basketball.
What grade were you playing basketball?
I started actually before school. I was in a league outside of school.
Oh, okay.
But school requires you to be in 7th grade, so I'm gonna say I started in 7th grade for school.
Okay, all right. And growing up in Northside, how was your childhood growing up in Northside?
For the most part, up until high school, it was pretty straight. It was good. But high school, I can say, I guess, since I was getting older, we pick and choose our crowds, and there were some crowds I really didn't choose wisely and choose correctly, and then you got stuff going on at home. So honestly, I could say it was Up until high school, it was pretty straight. After high school, that's when I had the drive to leave, because I was always wanting to leave anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But I never could. So when I finally got that chance to go to Houston, that's when I went. Because I could say I'm getting back into the groove. Yeah.
When you went to Houston, did you go alone or you went with people?
By myself.
By yourself? Oh, okay, so this was a one deep trip, huh?
Yeah. It was just me focusing on me, what I wanted. I was already going through a lot here, and I felt like no one understood, no one wanted to listen, so I was like, hey, the moment I get the opportunity to leave, I'm going to go. And I did so. And I learned a lot being solo, and it actually made me better, I guess you could say.
Okay, that's good. That's really good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad. Sometimes people need to move outside their environment to, gather themselves up and, give themselves time. So when you were in Houston, did you meet any people at school or outside of school that were also in the music field?
Both, yeah. I met people inside of school, outside of school. The people I met outside of school, I could say, I kind of, But the people inside of school, I definitely could see them, as far as me as well, having to drive something to go forward. Because, we're in a group chat now. Even though we graduated, we're still talking, sending each other music and stuff like that.
That's good. That's good. So y'all have a group chat right now?
Yes.
So y'all, any advice for anybody that wants to be a producer that's, getting into producing?
I would say just go for it. Take your time, understand it. If you don't understand something, study it. Do your thing. Don't stop being you, because that's your style. It's your way you want to produce. It's you. It's all you. It's literally just be you, and that's my point of view. Just be patient and just be you, and you'll be straight.
Alrighty. Babe. Yeah, that sounds like some good advice. Hell yeah. Because right now I have a homeboy. Right now he's learning how to produce.
Yeah.
And we have conversations and he tells me about like how it's going and stuff, and yeah, it sounds pretty complicated at first, because this is I think it's the second month into producing. So the way he would tell me is like yeah, man, like that shit is complex as fuck. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's like you're the master of your own sound.
Yes.
That's what it all comes down to, because I mean, like I was telling this to somebody yesterday. I was telling them, like, there is no artist if there's no producer.
Yep, that's the thing.
Because I mean, most of the time, I write. I look for the beat. If I feel it, then I write it. Mm-hmm. There's hardly any times. I used to do this a lot, but I don't do it anymore. But as of now, there's hardly any times where I write something I feel and then I have to match it up with a beat I like.
Yeah. You
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, there's no artist if there's no producer.
Yeah.
Real talk.
For sure.
And the thing is that I respect producers a lot, because they go through a lot, and sometimes they don't get the credit that they deserve.
Yes.
They'll make a fire-ass beat, and someone will just take it and not credit them, and just run with that shit like if they produced it.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I have a lot of respect for producers, because I'm an artist, first and foremost.
Yeah.
So I can't be who I am without people like you.
Yeah.
Producers,
Yeah.
So I fully and highly respect producers. That's why I always buy beats. I always lease them. If they're for free, I don't profit off of them. I do my best in my lane to make things the way they're supposed to be.
Yes,
right?
For sure.
Because a lot of people, artists, I've encountered artists where they're the type to take shit.
Yes.
And that's what they do. They take shit. They don't, they don't have the respect to be like, hey man, may I please use this beat, or may I collab with you? Do you have a beat for lease, for sale?
Yeah.
So anybody that has a problem with producers, fuck you. Real talk, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Gift of the year. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I hated that show. I fucking hated it. It was terrible. Me and a good friend of mine, I'm not gonna mention his name because he's not in the field anymore, but we didn't run it so well. And because we didn't run it so well, kind of got chaotic, a little, rowdy, a bit. It was a bit aimless. Everything was aimless as fuck. Everything was just going all over the place. And at that time, I wasn't as, how would I say it? I guess outgoing. I wasn't, like if I were to host a party, like I'd keep everybody in check and I'd do my job. But at that time, I just didn't know what to do. So with that being said, my performance was so, like, odd because, like, you can just feel vibes from people.
Yes.
Like you can feel energy. Like you can receive that shit.
Yeah.
And on one of the songs, it was a long song. It was a long track, and most of it had no hook. It was just a full verse song.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was.
Yeah, just did like that. And there was this couple in front. And the guy was like saying something like, "Oh, you can't do this," or "It's whack," or something like that. And his wife was saying the same shit. They were like literally like kind of up in my face. So I was like, "All right, bet." So the next song came on, which is called "Solo," which is a bit hype. So it's like, okay, you want to get in my face? I'm gonna get in your face. So I got in their face, and then the husband's like.
Alright.
Like, yeah, bitch ass nigga, you better recognize. So when I did that, I was like, yeah. But then, as it kept going, you can tell there was people that were like, Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, I blame this on my niggas. Because they were supposed to come on with me.
Oh.
There was only one nigga with his foot like that.
Oh.
That's how much he got on the stage. Niggas like, yeah, let me get on stage.
Oh my goodness.
So, you know who you are, damn it. So, I don't know. I just didn't really appreciate that from them. And from, like, the people I was working with at that time. I felt like, I had a homeboy named Ariel. Rest in peace, my nigga Polo. I felt like if he was there, he would have had that shit on lock. Because... he was the person that was serious. And I hate the fact that he's not here because I felt like if he was here, I'm not going to lie to you, Kai, we probably wouldn't even be here. We'd probably be in a uprise with a fucking office or some shit.
Right.
So that's why, like, I felt like if he was there, he would have had that shit under control. Because the way he was so, like, music orientated. He was very organized, professional. And with the rest of my pals, I never seen that in them, but him. So yeah, that show was kind of like that breaking point. Like fuck, like I can't fuck with certain people. And then the club. Let me tell you, the club was horrible. The club was like, okay, so it was like a little janky ass club, and I ain't finna say their name because y'all ain't getting no airtime on my shit. But it's a little janky club in Morningside. And they're cool people. I fuck with them. Shouts out to them. But as time went on, they started to get a little sour with the business. They really didn't operate too well, and they weren't very professional like. So we go up in there like, hey, we're gonna pay $150 for the whole night.
Yeah.
We run the whole night. They're like, bet, that's what we got going on. Well, when we get to the show, coming to find out, there's a group of other people that are not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
It's only supposed to be everybody on the lineup and then the people they brought.
Yeah.
So when I seen that, I was like, oh shit, okay, what's going on here? Coming to find out, they did some whole shit. They put in another slot that same night. So from that point on, I just couldn't fuck with them anymore. And that's why I never do, never will, never have. And I recommend y'all don't. Shit. And I don't think they're in business anymore, so that's good. Y'all was whack. It's like they don't have something that you have, but they want it, so they're gonna do some whole shit to get it.
And trust me, I've been in a situation that was really messed up in Houston. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna say the person's name because not only I don't want their name to be aired on your stuff, but I just don't want to give them the time of day.
Right, I feel you.
They actually, I had a gun for protection because it's Houston. You're by yourself. You're working, and you're in college. And so I guess I dropped my spare key. He found it and he stole my gun out of my car.
Oh, man.
But honestly, like I said, I've been putting it toward my music, so I'm still like healing from it, because it was really just messed up. You don't do that because someone don't want you.
Yeah.
That's petty. You gotta bounce back, do something different, with yourself. But yeah. Shoot, but hey, like I said, ups and downs come with everything. Like, not every day is gonna be sunny. There's gonna be thunderstorms and tornadoes, so to speak, and hurricanes. So, I wasn't expecting that hurricane hit really hard, but I just try to use what I go through and stuff to help people not to feel sorry, because some people be like, nah, girl, like, you be trying to feel. No, it's not that. There's people that have had that same stuff happen. They don't know how to handle that. There's people that have had worse happen and stuff like that. And hearing that someone else has gone through something, maybe that'll ease them up a little bit, So
definitely.
That's why I do. When anything that I go through, I kind of use it as, like my mother taught me, your test is your testimony, pretty much. So.
Wise words.
Yeah. That's basically, and from that, I literally feel like I grew. Like, that literally forced me to just focus on my music, and that's what I've been doing ever since.
That's good. I like that commitment to your music and that passion you have.
Yeah.
I fully respect that. I think that's a great factor to proceed in the music field, because a lot of people, they'll have shit happen to them, and just that small moment, that small incident, whatever it is, they just shut off.
Yeah.
And they just don't work.
Because I used to, like, that day, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to say I used to. Well, yeah, I used to, but that day, I did flash out. I came completely out of character. I literally blacked out. I don't remember half the stuff I was saying and doing that people were telling me that I was saying and doing, and that's what I think changed me and put me, like, just focus on this music, pray, prayer, go to the Bible and just calm down and just, like I said, be patient, go work with it.
Right.
So yeah.
For real.
That's good advice for people too. Just work with it.
Definitely. Right, just work with what you got.
Yeah.
And make the best out of it, because I mean that's what you got to do, especially if you're an artist. You got to make the best out of it. A lot of people, when they entertain, they try not to show any negative activity from their life, because it just kind of brings the whole atmosphere down. So it's like you gotta put out the good.
Yeah.
But people also have to understand what's behind the good, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's not always daisies and flowers and shit. Like, there will be some dark shit behind good times, good memories.
Yes, for sure.
So, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so one last thing I want to go ahead and get into is any new projects you have upcoming besides the singles.
I'm actually working on an album just about me. It's literally gonna be Queen Kai. There's gonna be an introduction. I'm not gonna go over all the songs, but there's gonna be an introduction. There's gonna be a song explaining who I am, how I became who I am, and stuff like that. So that's basically what that album is gonna be about, like me. So y'all can know better and more about me as I continue on my journey.
All right, sounds good. When can we look forward to that? When can we expect that to drop?
I'm gonna say by Christmas.
Christmas time.
Like around Christmas time, just because it's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, putting a project together is not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's with that, along with the singles, and there's times where every now and again someone will hit me up to pay me to make them a beat and stuff. So there's that going on. But yeah, by Christmas it should be done.
Alright, that's good. Hey, y'all make sure to go check out and be expecting that Queen Kai Christmas 2020. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Where can people find you?
Most definitely on SoundCloud. I'm gonna start working on getting my audio on YouTube.
Okay.
And I have Instagram as well, so they could follow me on either or. That's
Alright, sounds good, sounds good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Casserole Show with Primo, with special guest Kai. Y'all make sure to go check out her new material. Go check her out on Instagram, YouTube, and be sure to check out this episode. If you like this episode, enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Shouts out to everybody. Peace.